what's going on, y'all? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And you're about to watch a little OTB LSU.
We're going to give you all the latest, greatest between LSU football, baseball, women's basketball, softball, and everything in between.
Bottom line, if you want to talk Tigers, keep it locked, subscribe, like it, and we hope you enjoy this. LSU finds a way to win, and as Jake said going into the break, you got to give some love to this offensive line. Jake, they're so good that I don't even have that much O-line tape to break down anymore because every single time they're just doing their job. The run blocking's great. The pass blocking's great. Now, there were some moments. It seemed like Landon Jackson actually had a couple nice wins against Will Campbell. And I was like, oh, okay, right. But they only stand out because it just happens just doesn't happen very often this year at all. And one guy I want to highlight because he was so good here. He was so great. And we never mentioned him. He's just been solid all year long, and that's Garrett Dellinger. When you do great as a tackle, you get love. If you do great as a guard, you get ignored. And Garrett Dellinger's just been damn good all year long. He was rooting guys out this game, controlling. Miles Frazier played very well also, which is great to see because a lot of people were trying to bench him a couple of weeks ago. He was excellent, but you know, Frazier's had his up and down this year. Dellinger's just been as solid as you come from the first snap.
Yeah, in the run game especially, I thought the guards, were road graders. I thought they did a really nice job. Pass protection, Dellinger was good. Frazier was okay. But in the run game, I thought both guards played incredibly well. And, yeah, you're right. People trying to replace Miles Frazier. I thought this was a great kind of bounce-back moment for him in conference against a pretty decent defensive line. Will Campbell, I thought, had another strong day. I thought the same thing for Emory Jones. Charles Turner at times got into some trouble.
He gave up a sack.
In this game, ducked his head a couple of different times. Yeah. But the guard and the guard play was the best it's been in the tandem so far this year. And you're right, like Gary Dellinger is somebody that honestly, doesn't even get a mention.
No,
good, bad, or indifferent. Doesn't get a mention, but he's been playing incredibly well. And it was a really good tape to go back and watch him in the run game because if you're going to run as much zone as LSU is going to run, and that's just who they are, your guards are going to be crucial here. They really start everything in that zone run because me as a running back, a lot of times I'm reading the guard. A lot of times I'm stretching it. I'm reading the guard's block, not the tackle's block, to be able to decide where I find my fit. And so the guards have to play well. They did in this game, and it's good confidence builder certainly for this unit. It's been together now what feels like for a very long time. And so these guards right now, especially Miles Frazier, if they continue to play like this, that bodes well for LSU because a lot of people calling for Miles Frazier to get out of the lineup and put in Lance Hurd. Lance Hurd came in against Mississippi State. There was ups, there was downs. But I think this right now, this is the best unit moving forward that gives you the opportunity.
Yeah, Lance Hurd is still awesome, and his potential is still, arguably as high or higher than anybody on the team. But he did make mistakes against Mississippi State that Miles is not making. And so, it is that you have your best five out than you are now. And Lance still has a role to play as well.
Yeah.
It's not a problem to have depth and people you feel good about. As we've talked about, the offensive line room as a whole is in a better position than it has been in, a decade, maybe even more.
Yeah, 24 of their runs in this game were zones, kind of to our point. They had a couple of man schemes. Actually, was throwing another because outside zone, not count that in same concept. So 25 of their runs out of 28 were zone runs.
Yeah, I saw one time where a guard pulled.
Yeah, they had one counter. That's the one you're talking about, yeah.
What's going on here? Wow, Jake, what incredible takes.
Those guys, they're just the best.
I think so. And if you think so, again, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notifications when we post every single day here on OTB LSU.